I'm starting to feel bad for Drake Maye. Because he's getting put under the microscope. Bedard, 1 year, years, multiple things. Where were you people last November and October when everybody was pumping his kids' tires? It was Caleb Williams and him. That was it. Two-man race. Then Jaden Daniels came flying up the board. When's the Heisman? Then you start watching on film on him. Like, oh, he's dynamic. And I blame Jim Harbaugh, too. Jim Harbaugh started this crap 2 or 3 weeks ago when he said, wait until scouts get around JJ. He'll be the first quarterback off the board. Like, that's a bold statement.
Yeah,
right?
that's a lot. I know you want to advocate for your guy, but that's still a much.
But
that's a little bit much.
It gives it some juice because Jim's a coveted coach. He's in the league now. He's with the Chargers. You know, he's got Herbert out there. He played the game. Kind of knows what he's talking about. But Jesus, this poor kid's getting like raked over the coals. Like, you're going to get drafted, but you're not playing for multiple years now. How bad are his feet? I watched some of the tape. Like, the problem is it's like the same tape over and over. Same throws.
Well, Bleacher Report has a 5-person scouting department. Did you know this?
I did not.
They have 5 guys that work for their scouting department for Bleacher Report. It's Brandon Thorne, Derek Klassen, Corey Giddings, Matt Holder, Brent Sobleski. Now, those are not household names, but they all have backgrounds in football. And they attended the combine and scouted the combine. And they did detailed grades everywhere, across the board. And they look at the quarterbacks, and they have, listen to this, though. These guys, in their scouting of the combine and just scouting of everybody, they have Drake Maye as the most pro-ready. How do you feel about that? Derek Klassen, Bleacher Report. He says the most accurate is Caleb Williams. The best arm strength is Caleb Williams. The best mobility is Jaden Daniels. And the most pro-ready right now is Drake Maye. So it's not unanimous that Drake Maye sucks and his stock is falling. It depends on which lens you're looking at him.
How is it that the guy, I mean, I guess I understand, but the guy who's got the best tools is not necessarily the guy who's the most NFL ready?
Correct.
Right.
I think Michael Penix is the best pure thrower in the draft as far as spinning it. Doesn't mean he's the best quarterback in the draft. Best thrower from the pocket.
I don't think there's a single quarterback in this draft that is the entire package of franchise quarterback.
You're talking about Andrew Luck type player.
That guy doesn't exist.
Manning,
He's not.
Andrew
I know
Luck.
Caleb Williams is this consensus number one, but I don't think he's Peyton Manning or Andrew Luck or name your quarterback who's the clear-cut number one.
What's the question about Williams? Is it like the mental makeup?
Yes.
Because of the crying thing
Yes.
and because
No,
of the,
no, no.
because of the teammates thing?
It's how he carries himself. His attitude.
There's something different with him. Yeah,
There's some sort of weird ego thing with that guy.
He can rub you the wrong way.
I don't think it's going to play well in the NFL.
He's got cockiness. He's got swagger. A little entitled, Phils. Like everybody's been talking about him going number one. He didn't have the same type of year he had as a junior.
Mm-hmm.
Like the year he won the Heisman 2 years ago, he had a hell of a year. Like unstoppable. Then he played a couple good teams, and they defended him. They did. That's what teams are going to do, and that's what teams are going to look at. Wow, what did Notre Dame do to really kill this kid? Because Notre Dame's defenses are great, but they had a great scheme that night. I watched that whole game. Like, that kid couldn't do anything. But, man, like he's going one, and then it's up in the air after that, I guess. Daniels is going to go two. I'm just telling you, he's going to Commanders. And then it's up for grabs, probably. You got decisions to make. You really do. You better fall in love with the guy. Not in love with the guy, but be intrigued by a guy. And I'm not saying take him at 3. I'm saying take him at the end of the first.
I think, you know what I like about Drake Maye?
What?
And I think there are plenty of things to pick at. The stuff that Greg Bedard called out, I don't think any of that stuff's necessarily untrue. I just don't think it's going to translate to him having to sit on the bench for a couple of years. Drake May's tough. Who's the toughest quarterback in that front group? It's him.
Brian McCarthy.
No, I'm talking about the top 3. If you're still considering him in that top 3.
That's one thing about McCarthy. I've seen him take a beating. I've seen him get the hell kicked out of him. He made a hell of a throw against Alabama. He was falling away to his left. Ball was on the ground. I think he got it. and ended up throwing it to a guy on a sort of down route crosser. It was a perfect throw, but he got lit on it. And keeps coming back for more. Scouts like that. Little edge to you, little toughness, little Jim McMahon type quality. Not that he's McMahon. You know what I'm saying, though, but a little bit of a badass. Teams like that. Like that old school comparison. Like a little bit of a throwback.
Well, everybody else can get out on Drake Maye. I'm not getting out. I'm not jumping ship yet, so
I'm out right now. I need do something to get me back in it. I need his workout. I need to see the workout.
all right.